Ha ha ha! Yayo! Alright, we're back. We're back. We're back. I have to say, it's a little bit weird that they don't show your combo list in this game. Hold on. I want to see. Huh. Okay.
Choose an opponent and fight.
Doragana Universe. Alright, let's see this bonus thingy I unlocked.
These guys can disguise their power levels. I am the hope of the universe, the voice of all the innocent lives you destroy.
Of course that's the one it gives me. It gives me the only one that pisses me off. Ooh.
So, everyone's here? Good. There's still time for another turn in the hyperbolic time chamber, if you think you need it.
What? And you don't? Do you really think you're that much stronger than I am?
Yeah?
Actually, yeah. I'd say my power is way beyond yours right now. Here, I'll show you.
That's so casual.
Wow, Dad, that's incredible. You've even gone beyond a Super Saiyan.
Okay, there we go.
For some reason you were server muted, man.
What the heck?
I don't know why.
That's right, son.
Oh,
That's
Believe it or not,
so weird. But yeah, what's good, Cal?
nothing much, man. Just running through Budokai 3 right now, and I'm amazed by how much of the dub dialogue they put in this game.
Yeah. Looking at it.
Because there's like, so the Japanese version of this game, obviously, it's out there, and I don't know what the actual dialogue is in this game, but for some reason they just dubify so much of it. I don't even know how they did that. Like Funimation and Ocratron, somehow I understand adding dubisms, but they shouldn't like the game dialogue should be different, like when it's written out. But I don't know, somehow they got the game dialogue to change too. Which means somebody who worked on this game modded it. Or something.
I don't know, it is a bit weird, because I am looking at it right now. It definitely has those dubisms, like you said. I mean, to be fair, with the time this game was released, it wasn't really during the Kai era, which is where Funimation was really stepping it up. But I mean,
yeah.
You know, I would think there wouldn't be as many, considering, you know, they had probably better translations and all that with the game.
And I assume the game dialogue is given to them. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, a bunch of stuff doesn't always, like, translate over, so sometimes, actually more often than not, you have to make changes in the script, but I don't think it would be too drastic enough for, like, this video game.
Yeah.
Just...
Oh, somebody asked, why does Hope of the Universe piss me off? Because it's not what Goku says, and it's very un-Goku-like for him to say that.
Yeah, to be honest. I love his Kai speech and his manga speech as well. Just Hope of the Universe, I don't know. I actually don't, over the past few months, I don't dislike Z Goku as, like, Z-dub Goku as much, but still, like, I don't know. It's that speech, I'm not too big on it. It made him into something he's not. Superman bootleg. I know everyone says this, but still, I'm not a big fan of it. I think if maybe they had like a Son Goku in there, that would have been great, but Obviously, you know, they wouldn't do that in the old days.
I don't like it just because it demonstrates that they didn't know Goku very well at the time. Even though there are things that he does in the show that are blatantly Goku-ish, they somehow just didn't realize it. Or, I don't think it's that they didn't realize it. I don't even think it was necessarily a matter of them not understanding Goku. I think they did it on purpose, just for the sake of TV.
Yeah.
Because if they have him just be selfish Goku, and, I mean, obviously Goku's not top-down selfish, but, if they have him just be himself and be more focused on fighting strong opponents than doing it just for the sake of altruism,
yeah.
Given how violent of a show Dragon Ball Z was considered at the time, I don't think they would have gotten it to air. Because I don't know if you've seen like how the media perceived Dragon Ball Z at the time, but there are articles on Dragon Ball Z that I've seen scans of that are like, oh, this violent anime is turning kids violent. This is way back when the media had this like narrative that you know, video games and things like that were making kids violent.
I mean, Loki still kind of has that.
It
to
does.
be fair.
It does, but it's not like rampant. Back then, they were like all about that. It was like a hot button issue.
I don't know. It's just like, I could see what they mean to an extent, but with what Z was doing, if anything, it was, for a lot of people, it was a motivator to like keep on pushing, do your best, and all that. And people like Jack Spade actually got inspired to start working out and fight back against bullies and all that. Like, it had a good, like, you can argue, you know, the original is, I don't think it was really targeted for kids to begin with. It was always targeted towards that teenager. Like, in my Dragon Ball, hold up, I have the manga pulled up, or I have my manga. I'm trying to find the age range. Dragon Ball, the original, is rated ages 13 and up. So, I mean, I guess early teens is a good target. It's not exactly for kids, but when Z rolled around, especially certain segments, you know, it kind of had I could see that, but like with how much they were censoring, it's just like it could pass off as a cartoon, to be honest. Like, I don't get why people were complaining so much because it has fights. I mean...
Oh, if you want to know something weird, if I recall correctly, the Dragon Ball manga is, like, as far as Viz's ratings go, it's rated for teenagers, but Dragon Ball Z is rated for adults, which... I don't know, I guess it has everything to do with the sexual innuendo in Dragon Ball.
I just saw it as, I guess Z does have more violent portions, especially with the whole, like, Gohan, Cell Juniors. That's the first one that comes to mind.
Yeah.
But I feel, in the original Dragon Ball, it had a ton of those adult jokes and everything that I feel should at least give it, like, a 16 or something like that. But
I know.
if you're gonna give that a 13, you might as well just give Z one, because Z... Yeah. It doesn't really
Goku gets a
focus too much on that.
Goku gets a bloody hole blown in him in the first volume. Like, that's pretty nasty.
Yeah, it's more so just a violence thing compared to like sexual jokes. I mean,
damn, Sean actually delivered that very well.
Yeah.
God, I love this game.
It was. The BUDOKAI series did a lot for the games moving forward.
Oh, yeah.
It's just... so... Let's,
Oh! Oh, God damn it! Why can't I beat myself? I like how in this game, like so many of the other ones, Cell's voice files are messed up, and he's like imperfect Cell through most of it.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw that on like a Did You Know type video, because I know in the Japanese, what's his face? I don't know.
Wakamoto, he doesn't change his Cell voice throughout any of the forms, so like the way the files are structured, it's supposed to be all one voice. Yeah. So that's why.
I mean, in the Japanese, it's fine because he has that voice. It's fitting all the way through. But when you hear like that, when you see Perfect Cell's design and you hear like a little raspy type voice, it doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't match well. They might as well, like, to be honest. But then again, I can't imagine like Cell's so over the top perfect voice being on Imperfect Cell. Like, it wouldn't work. I really liked what Damien did to where he kind of changed it for each cell. Yeah. And the Japanese did good too because it was just the right balance. But I feel in the English sub, it's too much towards that specific form to where if you were to maybe substitute it for something else, just wouldn't work all too well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Cell. Charge! Haha! Take that, me. Oh, this is the only time I'll ever root for Goku to beat me. Fuck my ass. Why am I so strong?
Why is Cell so awesome?
I love Cell.
Dude, he's such a likable dude. Like, to be fair, I can see why someone wouldn't like him, but, and to be fair, and I said that again, but whatever. As a villain, you know, he's the standard Dragon Ball one, but at the same time, he's just so cool, you know? Like, he tries to obtain this sense of perfection, and then he's not able to obtain it in the end, which kind of leads to his downfall.
Yeah.
I know that was probably not intentional, but that was some nice little symbolism right there.
Yeah.
Along with...
What I like about Cell is that he's the most Saiyan villain, and I recognize that Vegeta was a villain, but in the sense that he just wanted to have his perfect form just to prove that he's the strongest. And, you know, when he hosts the Cell games, it's just because he wants to prove his strength, which I really think is cool about Cell. Nobody else in the series really did that as a villain.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see. Frieza just hated Saiyans. And he was just evil just because he could be. Cell was evil because, I mean, he was that way by nature, but being evil for evil's sake wasn't his motivation like Frieza's was. He wanted to attain his perfect form, and then... Oh, okay. That was one way to end a match. But he wanted to attain his perfect form. That was his first motivation. But then after that, it was basically just, I want to prove my strength against the strongest warriors on Earth.
Yeah.
Which is very Saiyan.
And then him kind of, there were several points where he's like, I'm gonna destroy this planet and all that. Like, something along those lines. And that's more so just a battle of him wanting to win the fight because he want, you know, test out his full potential. And that was, I like that about Cell. It was such a great character. I mean, Frieza, I enjoy. I think one of my favorite parts about Frieza is his savagery and how much he fits that villain aspect, but he's not too complex. He doesn't,
His personality is what makes him interesting. He has a he's a simple motivation in the sense that he's just malicious and evil just for the sake of it, because that's who he is. But his personality is what really shines through. I think that's the case for like every Dragon Ball Z villain.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue one thing for Zamasu. I mean, even though I don't like him, he at least they try to give him a motivation and try to make him different. I know we have different opinions about that, but like I do respect him for trying something new with that. I just like I really liked how they did Goku Black, where it kind of had that generic Dragon Ball trope, but also like he was part of Zamasu, so it does kind of make sense in a way.
Yeah.
I don't know. He
fuck.
was one of the better. He was probably one of my favorite parts from that arc. And I like that arc. Like, even though I didn't like the main antagonist, I really liked the Future Trunks arc all the way up until maybe the last third or so. Just because I feel it wasn't just like the whole Sword of Hope or whatever. It was all the stuff with the whole Mafuba and everything on that. I was like, okay, this is kind of pushing it. But nonetheless, it was a solid, well-rounded arc. I just feel an ending of an arc can either make it or break it. Someone on Twitter mentioned this, and I was like, this is perfect, because you could have a pretty solid, well-rounded arc, but if your ending is garbage, then it's going to leave a bad taste in people's mouth, because people act like the Future Trunks arc's the worst arc in Dragon Ball. I'm like, that's not true. It has its flaws, especially towards the end, but if you're just going to overlook the first two segments, then, I mean, you're not judging it fairly. What's another example of an arc that was okay? The 23rd tournament. The 23rd tournament's a solid arc, but I think a big reason why people remember it so much and think of it so highly is because that fantastic closing with Goku and Piccolo's fight, and then Goku defeating him in a really satisfying way. But recently I looked into that arc. I'm like, yeah, it's an all right arc, but when it comes down to a tournament, it doesn't even compare to the 22nd. Like, I don't know. The other thing it has going for it is the whole Goku versus Ten Shinhan, which that was a nice rematch, but in a way, I still kind of prefer the 22nd, just because like they literally went outside the ring, they were fighting, and then tension on even notes like, okay, this isn't about who has more skill, now it's about luck, because they were falling down, and well, you know, Goku got the unlucky one.
Right. No, I agree. But as far as the Goku Black arc goes, I like the. Okay, so my thing on it is that the Goku Black arc has too many subplots. Like the Mufuba, I don't think it was necessary for them to not just throw it in. Okay, so I think the idea of them using the Mufuba is fine, but I don't think they would have to necessarily go back to the past for Goku to use it. If he do the Mufuba, I would be like, okay, that makes sense. I can see him learning it on the side. Or hey, you know, because they go back and forth between the present and the future a lot in that arc. So I think if once Zamasu attains immortality, like right when they go back at that point, Goku's like, all right, I think I have a backup plan. Let's use the Mufuba. And, you know, I guess him forgetting the seal, as dumb as it was of him, it provides a reason for Zamasu not to die so easily. Which, I mean, I guess I appreciate, but I feel like they could have done that in a more organic way. But nonetheless, so regarding the ending, I like it. I actually do like the Spirit Sword Trunks, but I'll explain that in a bit. But the thing that ruins the ending of the arc for me is the episode immediately after it. Like when there's Corporeal Zamasu and then Zeno comes out of nowhere, fixes the issue for them. Then there are two timelines, which makes the ending unsatisfying. And that's the problem that I had with it. The reason I don't mind the Spirit Sword so much is because while it logically doesn't make the most sense, I think Trunks is the emotional core of the whole arc, which is what I think, and the thing is, they were focusing on Trunks like a lot more than people realize, and people don't seem to realize that Trunks is the emotional core of it, because he's the reason that you know, Goku and Vegeta come in the first place, and the arc really does focus on him a lot. Just, he has the most emotional moments of the arc. There's present Trunks talking to future Trunks. There are just so many moments like that where I feel like Trunks really was the emotional core of it, which is why I don't mind him getting the victory rather than Vegito, because the story isn't about them; it's about Trunks. As far as the Genki Dama goes, Trunks clearly did it on accident. He didn't do it on purpose, but people pretend like, oh, he learned the Genki Dama. No, he didn't. It happened inadvertently. Given the nature of how Ki works, it's not that implausible to me, although I understand why people have a problem with it. But I think the emotional impact of that scene and the fact that it's all about Trunks justifies it for the most part from the perspective of the narrative, even if it is logically inconsistent. The problem is that all of that emotional swelling and turmoil goes, or not turmoil, but the fact that the arc ended on such a good note at that point, especially in terms of presentation, because I think that the entire sequence, regardless of how people feel about it logically, is handled very well. So, here, wait, 1 second. What? Alright. So, I think at that point the arc is handled very well. The problem is that all of it is undone in the very next episode. All of it feels like it was for nothing. All of their efforts just feel pointless. And it's not so much that I have a problem with Zamasu winning, it's that they hype up this ending very, very well, and then it just kind of falls apart at the last minute. That's what I didn't like about the Future Trunks arc's ending.
Yeah.
Other than that, I actually really enjoy the arc, and I like Zamasu because of his personality too, like I was mentioning earlier. And although his motivation has been done better in other works of fiction, I do still think it's good because this is the first time it's been used in Dragon Ball. Just because all of humanity disgusts him, which I find pretty interesting, because it could be easy for so many of the other gods to feel that way, but he's the only one that feels that way. And I also like how he becomes insane as the arc goes on. Like, he just becomes absolutely deluded. Which I found very interesting. I can't really name another Dragon Ball Z villain that truly becomes insane. So yeah, that's why I like Zamasu in the Goku Black arc. But Hold on. I will be right back. Just give me a sec.
Groovy.
Let me tell the chat.
So hello people in Calstream. It's me, Mr. Ninja Star. I know I'm creeping you all out right now, but just wait till Cal gets back. What's good? Mugetsu. Mugetsu, I don't know how to say your name. Nah, I might want to go back to reading this My Hero chapter. Cause what's it like? I've been trying to catch up with the manga. All that.
I'm back. Let me just put on my headset.
Hey.
Come on, goddamn wires. Damn, hey, putting on earbuds. There we go. All right. Now, where were we?
I think we were talking about, what was it?
Oh,
something about
the Goku Black arc.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are basically just my thoughts on it.
Yeah. Respectable. I do. If there's one thing I'm looking forward to, I don't know if this will work, but if we're to maybe if Zamasu was hopefully that like, I guess bridge for future great Dragon Ball villains to come, that would be great. Because
Yeah.
I mean, you have someone like Jiren who's not really a villain; he's more so just an antagonist
Yeah.
of an arc. But if you can actually get a villain who goes through a lot, like let's say a better version of Zamasu or something. I don't want it to be like the exact same, just like a rehash or whatever. But I still think like having one with interesting motives and interesting backstory could definitely improve Dragon Ball Super storyline, because the story does definitely take itself seriously. And
Yeah.
if it's going, and I think Swag Kage brought up a great point. It was, if a story's going to take itself seriously, it might as well, you know, do like have consistency to an extent. Like it doesn't have to be perfect, but I think with the way like Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball were intended, I mean, sure, you could argue, you know, sorry, I was a gag manga, but it did not really
Yeah.
become that much of a gag manga towards Z, but it still took itself seriously to an extent, and it had it kind of half took itself seriously and then half consistency. And then with this, it takes itself seriously with Super, but a lot of times it doesn't always hit as well. I know my words are kind of all over the place, but I think you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Super. I think Dragon Ball went from being a full-out gag manga to taking itself seriously, and I think Super tries to strike the balance. And I feel like that balance tends to rub people the wrong way. I think for a good reason, because it can come off as tonally inconsistent. For me, it works, but for me, it works just because, in terms of tonality, it does go back and forth between comedy and seriousness. So whenever it doesn't take itself seriously and tells a ridiculous joke, there's enough precedent for it for me to just be like, all right, I can take that.
Yeah.
That's sort of how I feel about it.
I did. It was the only way I could gain the power to defeat you.
Oh shit. My PCSX2 just lagged for no reason. I don't even know how that's possible.
Ooh. Alright, I got a comment. Let's see. What's this?
I dislike because no Canadian Goku Black. Yeah, the arc would have been way better with a Canadian Goku Black.
nothing would have really happened though, because he'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry for killing your mother, Trunks. No, you're good." Just, you just had like a stereotypical Canadian for Goku Black's personality. Oh my god, that would have been. If he's referring to like British Goku Black in the dub or whatever, you know, it's. I like the British tone that Shemmel gives.
Oh no, I do too. He was actually referring to a video that I made, or that me and Zank made. It was Bostonian Trunks versus Canadian Goku Black, and they're basically just embodiments of us. And stereotypes of Canada and Boston, respectively.
Oh.
But no,
So-
I like British Goku Black. It makes sense. In Western media, a British accent is associated with regalness, so I don't know why people suddenly have an issue with, oh my god, he's British, why? Like, really? You don't know why? Is that why all the sophisticated villains in Dragon Ball have a quasi-British accent?
Of course, you know, there's like whole Frieza, there's
Yeah.
Cell to an extent.
Cell to an extent. That's why I said quasi-British accent, because they're not completely there, but it's faked.
Yeah.
Even with Vegeta, honestly, Vegeta kind of does.
Yo, like legit. I mean, I would say it's more so than probably someone like Cell, but I mean, I guess the only exception's Boo, but you can't really. He just kind of screams. You can't really make an accent from that.
Yeah, and he's not a
But-
sophisticated villain. It's all the smarter villains that have one in the English dub. And people only seem to have a problem with it when it comes to Zamasu, even though Zamasu is supposed to be more sophisticated than all those other villains.
The fact of the matter is, I feel this is the case with what's that Super as a whole. I guess since they've been watching week to week, so since that's about, or maybe they've been, who knows? But like, let's say you've been watching a week to week since episode 1. That's you've been watching Super for about 100-something weeks. That's not even including the breaks. It's crazy. So of course you're naturally gonna get more used to the Japanese, because I remember before, because Dragon Ball community, I noticed they changed their opinion a lot, which is fine. But I feel if you're constantly changing your opinion, that you shouldn't really, I don't know.
You shouldn't expect them to. You shouldn't expect them to bend to your every will if you can't maintain a consistent outlook on the series.
Exactly. I feel before you know, Super and all that, people hated the a good portion of the Dragon Ball fandom like hated the Japanese. Like,
Oh yeah.
when Battle of Gods came out, many people just did not like the movie, but when the dub rolled around, you know, and they saw it in theaters, they loved it. So, and that was the same case with me. Like, many people just naturally get more used to it, and then I don't know, because they've been growing up with it for several years, same voice actors, all that, and then when Super rolled around, and it's kind of like they didn't have a simulcast or anything like that, or a simul dub or anything to go along with it. Like, you had to wait so long. First of all, like, Super didn't even go on Crunchyroll till like its 60th week, which is crazy. And it's just like fans were having to go on these pirated websites to watch Super in Japanese, and they were getting so used to it that by the time the dub rolled around, it's like, oh yeah, it's 2017. Super's been airing for about 2-ish years, a little under 2 years, and you're just now doing it. So I mean, they did watch it, they enjoyed it, but overall, it was just like, it didn't really. It was a bit weird coming back to the dub after you're so used to the Japanese, also considering it's like more fresh in your mind compared to when you watched the dub like several years ago with Battle of Gods. And that's why people just kind of dropped the Super dub. I mean, I still cover it and all that, but when you got stuff like when Xenoverse 2, they had their dub voices, they really didn't like it, probably because, I mean, you can't really judge it too fairly because it's a game. There's going to be different direction. Of course, you're going to hear the same noises and voice lines over and over. I think it's better you just judge it when you actually see them in the series. And then, because, like, I fully understand why Goku Black had that tone to him, like the bass and all that. I try to make it clear to some people. And then everything else, I just feel the fandom, it's fine if you are kind of grown out of the dub, but to go from you're constantly hating the Japanese and you love the dub to you constantly love the dub but you hate you love the Japanese but you hate the English, like it's a bit drastic if I do say so myself, but I don't know. I prefer, like, with me now, Super has definitely grown the Japanese side. Also, considering that the original Japanese audio, if you go on YouTube or you like buy the Dragon boxes or whatever, the Japanese scenes will have like terrible quality. That's just like, you know, the whole audio quality situation. Yes, there are ways to where you can get better audio quality, but that should have already been there to begin with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why, like, that's why people say, like, you're kind of a bandwagon if you enjoyed the super Japanese just now. Like, no, it has legit better audio quality and all that. Like, when many people say they don't like Kai for a number of reasons, I'm like, okay, fine. When they don't watch in Japanese, it's like, it's better audio to begin with. It's even though the voice actors are pretty much the same, I feel it's just, I don't know, there's really no excuse in my opinion. But that was just kind of my rambling. I feel like people will get more, like, many people didn't like Hit, myself included, during the Xenoverse 2, when he was first revealed Xenoverse 2, but then once he actually came around in Super, people loved him. So, you know, it takes time.
Oh my god! Okay, I don't know if you saw my last loss, but it was... Oh. That was bullshit. Oh yeah, so what I was going to say is that as far as the dub not being as watched as the Japanese version, I do think it also has to do with the fact that Super in Japanese is watched internationally, and the dub is only for, like, one specific audience. Fuck you, Vegeta. So I think that also has to do with it, but it might also be the fact that, like you said, at this point, people are more used to the Japanese in Super, which I like, you know, because I'm a big fan of the Japanese too, but I also really like the dub. Fuck!
Are you still playing on hard mode?
Yeah. Oh, you know it, man. I won't feel satisfied or talented at this game unless I play it on hard. Oh, fuck. Shit, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So it also has to do with the fact that some people just don't want to watch the same thing twice.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you already know what's gonna happen, then, like, why would you? That being said, I watch the dub just because it's extremely well acted, and I want to see how they handle certain things. And, like, I think Totally Not Mark did a video on this regarding the self-awareness of the dub, which I actually really appreciate. I find Dragon Ball Super in general to be far more self-aware than Z was. But I appreciate, I think the dub changes that they add to Super actually help it more than harm it. And I'm always curious as to how they handle certain scenes. Like, there are some scenes that you'll see in Super that are so patently Japanese or just so awkward that you're like, okay, not only do I want to know how they'll handle it in the dub, but how the hell are they going to handle that in the English language? Like that, like the Chupo joke in the Tournament of Power. I really want to see what they're gonna do, because you know damn well that they're going to, if they don't keep it exactly the same, the scene is directed and edited like there's a joke in it, so they have no choice but to make it humorous.
Right. And that just kind of comes down to translations, and
yeah,
when the animes are created, it's obviously not. It's made with the intent for Japanese audiences. Obviously, they know it's gonna get localized, but in America, but like it just obviously since it's intended for mostly the Japanese audience, you're gonna make like a lot of the jokes are kind of core language Japanese, and that's why that's why I feel a lot of the times dub changes to kind of, I guess, westernize it aren't always necessary. Like especially Pokemon suffer from this quite a bit. Like substituting like, you know, rice balls with like hamburgers or whatever, you know, it's just a bunch of random things like that that are completely unnecessary, because people at least have an idea. If anything, kind of educates them a bit more on the Japanese culture with, like, you know, some of the foods, how people are, you know, whatever. And so I'm not too big on stuff like that, but it's whatever.
I think understandable dubisms are perfectly fine by me. I'll never like Special Beam Cannon, which I don't know why. Plus, Makan Kosapo just sounds cooler anyway. Like, disregarding the fact that I personally like it more, it's just... Oh, fuck. Vegeta! It's also the fact that Piccolo's a demon, so I don't see why he would have something in common tongue, which is fictional language for English that when English can't plausibly exist in a certain fantasy, it's just called common tongue, if you didn't know that. But yeah, it would make sense why you would have a different attack name that isn't special beam cannon.
Right.
Fuck! Vegeta! No fair, dude. I'm using the Kaioken and he's in Super Saiyan 2. And he can't run out of Super Saiyan 2 either. I can. Oh, at least I defended. Alright, let's hope this is the biggest comeback ever. Nope.
Oh. I mean, because the gameplay's kind of behind, so I'm just like, I'm watching it, and then it's like, oh wait, no, you're ahead. So I thought, I don't know, it's funny though, but I don't think it's too behind. It's only like maybe 10 seconds, 10, 20 seconds. Like average delay on streams end up being like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I am on low latency. I'm not on the real-time one. It's, yeah, so 10 seconds is fine. Vegeta, stop dragon rushing me! I am dead. He's gonna kill me. He's going to fucking kill me! Oh.
Even though that's not Kaioken, because I know the whole Reglong thing is just a Budokai 3 thing. I like to think it's just Kaioken Goku versus Kaioken Vegeta. I don't know, it's just, that's dope.
It's funnier that way. Fuck!
Come on, you got this!
I like how that misses. Okay, I'm going to change my items now.
Oh.
Please work. Come on, Cyberman, come on.
Aww, you got knocked out.
Alright, edit skills, let's do... Well, Angel's Halo clearly is not working. So let's do 1/3 of a Senzu Bean, because why not?
1/3.
But Senzu being a good boy, you can just leave. That's my... That is one of the best puns I've heard ever. But Senzu being a good boy.
No, it's funny. Anyways, I'm gonna be off for now, because I gotta go take care of some stuff. Thank you for inviting me on the stream. Talk to y'all later.
No problem, man. Peace. Oh, transform. Okay, guys. This is gonna be the one. I can feel it. I can feel it. Fuck! It just interrupts your attack when you run out. Jeez. I am Vegeta, Prince of the Cuts. Whew. Come on. Fuck! Bad idea. I shouldn't have done that. Haha, you mad, bro? I told you guys I had a feeling about this one. Oh, come on. Why do you do so much damage, Vegeta? What? What?
I give up. I lose.
Oh my god! No! No mercy, Vegeta. Hey man, I don't even have an ultimate. This game hates me. Ah! Fuck my ass. Yawawa! Really, Vegeta? Yawawa? You're gonna Yawawa me? Disrespect. You're done, Vegeta. Haha! Atomic Blast! Atomic Blast! Atomic Blast! Nice timing, Vegeta. How did he know I was making fun of him? Beat it, punk! Beat it, punk! Beat it, punk! Kick in the ass! You deserve that. Ready, set, go! Fuck you! Hey, you okay? Oh my god, hey, you okay? Hey, you okay? Hey, you okay? How do you do so much damage with just ki? Oh my god! Dun 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 kazi daze. Fuck. Get out of here, Vegeta. Get out of here. Honestly, this Vegeta could probably solo Zeno. Come on. Oh yeah, I love this game. You know, when it doesn't hate me, I love this game. But for some reason... Oh, please, please, please. Yes! Finally! I wish I had the instant transmission Kamehameha, though. Yeah? You guys like that timing? Fuck! It's okay. It's okay. I have a capsule. I have a capsule. No, except if he interrupts me, I would be pissed. Hiya! Yes! Fuck off!
Vegeta, I'm going to fucking savagely rape you if you can land this. Oh, please. Just try it. Just try it, Vegeta. Just try it. Just try it. Oh my god.
It isn't over yet.
Oh my god!
Let's go.
Oh my god! Oh, finally! Fuck you! Fuck you! Oh my god, that was frustrating! We did it. We did it!
Wait, Vegeta. I'm sensing a massive power. It must be Majin Buu. If we don't stop now, everyone we care about will be destroyed. Bulma, Trunks, everyone.
Shut up! I don't care. I sold my soul to Bobbity to be rid of such petty attachments.
You're lying. I know you don't really believe that.
All right, you win. We will postpone our fight for now.
What? That's not how it happened. That is not how it happened. Why did it just... I wanted to fight him as a Super Saiyan 3, though. Flying around the world. Yeah, no. Not fighting a Cyberman again. Oh, Kami's lookout? No. There has to be some other place. Oh. Give me something good, please. Super Saiyan 3? I don't care about that. It's not even my move. Why would your power be overflowing if you can't even use that technique? Where do I go? Hello? How about Kame House? Is there anything there? Nope. There has to be something else in this world. I feel like I'm missing something. Alright, let's do one more round. And then I'll just go to the mission. Oh, I already do have a dragon radar. Okay. I don't care about that. This is the best way to scan the entire world in this game. Just keep looping over and over again. Alrighty.
Hey, Krillin! Piccolo! Great! You're not dead? Goku! Boy, am I glad to see you. You're the only one. Actually, I'm not sure that I can beat him. There's virtually no difference between Vegeta's power and mine.
Bullshit!
But there is one way.
What about those twins?
Yeah. Listen, I'll go try to slow Majin Buu down.
Are you sure about this?
Well, you'll just have to trust me on that one. All right, then. I'll be back soon.
All right, Mugetsu.
Try to gather everyone here if you can.
All right. Somebody get me a goddamn Dragon Ball. Mountains. Alright, well, I'm gonna try getting Super Saiyan 3 before I do this mission. Huh?
So, you're Majin Buu. I guess Vegeta and I underestimated you. We really didn't think you'd be this powerful. Here, why don't I teach you a thing or two about Saiyans? What you're seeing now, this is my normal state. This is a Super Saiyan.
Okay.
And if I push it beyond that, you get Super Saiyan 2. And this is to go even further beyond.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he was one of my favorites in the OG Dragon Ball 2. There's a reason to actually like him. He used to be a really cool, badass bandit. And then,
Sorry
yeah.
it took so long.
He did turn into Bulma's cuck.
Die you!
Fuck. Cack. I didn't even mean to do that one.
Oh, please, 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 please.
Oh! Phew! Yo, I'm healthy.
Thanks. You too. But I don't have time to play with you all day. I've got to go now.
Oh, okay.
All right. There's not much time left. What? You're fired up all of a sudden. Anyway, let's keep going. Try the fusion one more time.
Goku, it's
Oh yeah. Hey Piccolo, when I see Gohan over there, I'll tell him you said hello.
I think Gohan is still alive.
I'm not so sure, Videl. I can't sense his energy anywhere, but I hope you're right.
Wait a second, Goku. It looks like Goten wants you to give him a hug.
Aww.
What? Well, why didn't you say so? Come here. Goten, you be sure to look after your mother for me, okay?
Okay.
So long, everyone. I'm sure I'll see you all again sooner or later.
Oh, hi, Heavenly.
Hi.
Oh, you're in here? What the hell? Hi. Are you back from work?
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, you have to work all day tomorrow? That's so stupid.
And I have a work schedule coming week.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sad.
Your boss is a piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm really sad.
Don't be sad.
I can't help it. I don't ever get a break from that job.
Yeah. And he still won't promote you for some stupid reason.
No.
Well, have you heard back from any of the other jobs you applied to?
No.
Well, just so you know, I'm streaming, so I guess if anybody has any advice they could give it.
I'm sad.
Don't no. Well, you won't be there for much longer anyway.
Hopefully, because I can't take it anymore.
I know. But those jobs that you apply to, they have to contact you regardless. Even if it's a no, they have to contact you. So you can find some consoling in the fact that there's still a chance that you can leave very quickly or soon. Is there anything I can do to help?
End my life.
No! Not allowed.
I'm begging you.
Are you okay?
No, I'm sad!
I know. Is there anything I can do to help boost your mood?
Kill my manager.
I will kill your manager. Well, no, not actually, because that would be illegal, but... how much money do you have saved up from there?
Considering Christmas just passed, I don't have that much money.
Jeez.
I can't even quit if I wanted to.
Hmm. And you have to stay there because of school, right?
Yeah.
And your dad can't take you at all?
The thing is, I could work with my dad, where he and my stepmom work, because I work in the same area.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a full-time job, so that means I would have to drop out of college to do it.
Oh. Jeez. Hmm.
I have like 7 tabs open for job applications.
Hold on. I'm gonna think of a way to... Are there any friends at your school that have the same schedule as you?
No, everybody else has actually good jobs and mine is shit.
Does Riku go to the same school as you?
No, Riku lives like an hour away from me.
When does your school resume?
January 9th.
January 9th. So let's see, you have a little bit over a week until you have to go back. Okay. I think I have a plan. Okay. So, what my plan, what I would propose is you sort of have to just stick through it for just a little bit, raise enough, like make like a like I guess a timetable to see how much you have to pay for maybe the next 2 months, like in terms of transportation. Work until you can get 2 months worth of it, which I would imagine, like, how much is it?
What do you mean?
Like, to get to school, how much money does it cost every time you do it on average?
If I don't get a ride from my friend, like $8.
Mm-hmm. So $8 each time you have to go. Is it?
Yeah.
Is that how much it is to go or to come back from, or both?
Both. If I don't have a ride to get home or to school, then yeah, it's $8.
$8.
I'm an Uber whore.
And how much do you make per week on average?
I get paid every other week, so each of my paychecks are around $350 something.
$350 something. Okay. When do you get paid next?
This coming Friday.
This coming Friday. Okay. So, what I would do is... Okay, so you should call the places that you applied to, just to get in contact with them and see what the status is on that, just so you can at least know if they've received your application, what the process is, etc. They might be able to tell you ahead of time if you made it or not. And once you can figure that out, I would say once you collect your paycheck on Friday, we would have a better idea of, you know, how much longer you have to stay there. And if you call those jobs, they will at least give you a date for when they'll get back to you, so we can hash out a plan. So my plan is that, how many days out of the week do you go to school?
2.
2. Okay, so that's not bad. Actually, that works in your favor because that's like, what, $16 a week? Okay, and you make $350 every other week. Do you think you would be able to get by with not really spending much, if at all, for some time until you get your next job?
I'm totally down for that.
Alright. So, this is what I would propose. I would say that once you collect this next paycheck, or even before
Peace
then.
out.
What?
I said dip. Peace out.
Yeah. No, that's actually exactly what I'm thinking. Because, let's see. Let's look at this for a second. So, 350 divided by 18. For 19 weeks off of one paycheck, you could go to school without a job. So 19 weeks. Let's see, what's 54 divided by 19? Or, no, other way around.
Take notes, children. Cal is giving real life advice.
Okay, so for 35% of a year, you could get off. Which, let's see, 35, so like about 4 months. For 4 months, you would be able to get by without a job, assuming that you don't have to spend any money. If you just cannot collect this next paycheck, you would be able to go to school and cover everything. So, what I would say is that you definitely would at least hear back from those jobs until then. And even if by some circumstance you didn't get hired by any of them, which I would find hard to believe given that you've had a lot of experience, like you would have a solid resume built up at this point. So I think you're going to get into at least one of them, likely more. But here's what I would say, all right? Get in contact with the places you apply to, see what the status on your applications are, collect your last paycheck on Friday, and depending on, you know, how much first off, depending on how much you'll make, I'm assuming it's $350. And depending on the status of your applications, I think that you would be in a good position by Friday to quit. I genuinely do think that you'll be fine. So all you would have to do is hash it out until Friday, which I know would be easier said than done because I know how hard this job is. But you'll only have to endure it until Friday. once you get your paycheck, just quit. And you would have, let's see, how many weeks was that again? You would have 19 weeks, which is plenty of time. So, here. 19 times 7. You would have 133 days to find another job. That's what I would do in this case. Because they're working you to death unfairly.
Yeah, quite literally.
So, does that sound like a plan?
Yeah.
You promise me? Because I don't want your mental health deteriorating just because of this stupid fucking job.
Too late!
Yeah. But it doesn't need to go on any longer. Because you deserve better than this fucking shithole of a job.
You're right.
So, does that sound like a plan? Once you get your paycheck, just dip?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
I said hell yeah.
Okay. Good.
I'm dying.
Hey, you only have to you don't have to do it for long. Come on. Chin up, now you have something to look forward to.
I don't want, I have to work all day. All day, all day.
Yeah, I know. But now because the reason it was so stressful before is because you genuinely didn't know when you were allowed to leave, right? Like or not allowed to leave, but you didn't know when you could afford to leave, right? Now you do. Now you know that you can leave and it's only 1 week worth of work. Not to mention that you can actually look at this as a blessing because despite the fact that he's going to be overworking you, you will be receiving a lot of tips. So it's at least $350 that you'll be getting.
Oh, I forgot my tips at work. I wanna die.
But hey, you'll have even more time than I gave you to find a job. You'll be all set.
Shit, wait.
Think about it. What?
What?
I didn't hear what you said.
Trying to make myself laugh.
Oh, I'm playing Dragon Universe on Budokai 3 right now, and this game is super freaking hard. Get serious. But hey, I'm proud of you for hashing it out as long as you have. Don't look at it as a sign of weakness when you leave. Because I know what anxiety is like, and sometimes it feels like that, but like, you're doing what's best for you, and it took a lot of strength to stay as long as you did.
That is somebody proud of me.
Oh shit. I think Majin Buu is scared of me.
Fuck that. Somebody just said work at McDonald's. I'm not that desperate yet. You would need to pay
Honestly, it would probably be more or less stressful than how you're working now.
Fuck that. No, not working at McDonald's.
Because you think it would be miserable, or because you don't think you would be making enough money? Or just because it would. Or because to you it would be humiliating.
Yeah, I'm not seeking that, bro. Sorry. No offense to anybody who works at McDonald's. I just personally do not want to work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
I know my worth, and I know I am worth more than working at McDonald's.
What kind of places have you applied to?
I applied to Dick's Sporting Goods.
Hey.
I applied to I applied to GameStop.
That would be good.
Hell yeah.
Is there-
you know who's hiring?
Oh, is there Staples in your area?
Yeah.
Apply to Staples.
There's an Office Depot. The same thing.
Office stores, yeah, no. Office stores, actually, there's not a lot of skill required, and they actually pay pretty well. Is there a Whole Foods in your area, actually?
There's an Albertsons.
But, like a high-tier grocery store, basically.
Ha! There's Target. I go to Target every day.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
I can't believe I lost as Super Vegito. How am I losing as Vegito?
They're hiring. Oh, your boys better work at Office Depot.
Hell yeah!
Office Depot. Oh, hell yeah.
That's my girl.
Office Depot.
I did the Spirit Sword. Come on, work.
People are calling me your illegitimate child in the chat. I don't think he's been reading it, but I have.
How did I not win that? My meter filled up way more. Speaking of fusion, I have to do a fan dub with Gohan soon, either as Gogeta or Vegito.
Cal, come to California. You can work at Office Depot together.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll go to California just to work at Office Depot.
Highest education level.
Frieza's power level 1. I'm sorry, I just love that video. All I need are the Dragon Balls. Where do you even go to use them? Is that a Dragon Ball? Am I sensing a Dragon Ball? Oh, Hercule.
What's the point? Even if
Oh, Hercule. Oh, Hercule. Oh, today's Saturday.
Hell yeah, boy.
That means there might be a new episode of Ruby.
Of what?
Ruby?
Oh,
You seen Ruby, Cal?
I have not, but I've heard it's a good anime.
You need to watch it.
Okay. Oh, by the way, you wanna? I
Yeah.
know I said this yesterday, but I couldn't because I was tired and like jet lagged. You wanna watch Super tonight?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Oh hell yeah!
Super and Chill Fam Squad.
You're perfect.
Thank you. I'd rather shoot myself in the foot than work in Cali, you know? Fair. That's fair.
What's wrong with
Can
Cali
my
specifically?
computer Not.
Can her?
California. People usually work in California get kicked over a lot. Like I'm a prime example of that.
Don't you guys have a higher minimum wage?
Yeah, our minimum wage is $10.50 by the hour.
Oh shit! In Massachusetts, it's like $8.50.
Fuck. I'll be making less money if I worked in Massachusetts.
Yeah, but you know what? It is less pressure on employers. I don't know, maybe your boss wouldn't be as much of an asshole.
He's a cuck. I told my dad everything he's been doing, and he's like, wow, your manager sounds like really bad. And I'm like, Dad, it's okay, you can call him a cuck if you want to. I call him that all the time.
Did your dad call him a cuck?
No, he just stayed silent. I know he wanted to, but he didn't do it.
He is totally a cuck, though.
He is.
He's a cuck for the money.
Yeah, I'd rather not have $15 an hour as minimum wage because like shit's expensive.
You know, the more I think about it, maybe there's a downside to higher minimum wage.
Yeah, then stuff in the area is like hella more expensive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not just that, but the fact that your employee will probably overwork you more. And there's probably a higher chance of you getting fired if he feels like, because the thing is, your employee has to pay you, right?
Yeah.
So if you work 15 hours, or if you work for $15 an hour, like some people want a $15 minimum wage. If you work for $15 an hour, your employer may be more keen on firing you, and he may be more picky with positions. No, now that I think about it, yeah. You know what? That's a reasonable argument against the higher minimum wage.
You get cucked over.
You get cucked over by your employer. Of course, then I can see people making the argument that people already get cucked by their bosses at work with a lower minimum wage. And if that's the case, then I would like to look at how people feel in terms of job security. Or in terms of job satisfaction, rather, in places with higher minimum wage versus lower. Yeah. Higher minimum wage does nothing but increase the living cost. Yeah, that's a fair argument, too. You know what? Yeah, maybe.
I live in California, I gotta work with what I got. I don't think my dad would appreciate it if I just pieced out to Massachusetts.
Well, looks like progressives are wrong on this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rethink my position on that.
I'm just gonna go to my dad like, hey dad, I'm gonna peace out. He's like, where are you going? Massachusetts, bye.
I think, oh, Massachusetts also has far more job security. Like, we have some of the highest job security in the country. And we are one of those states that was largely unaffected by the recession.
Just looks like I guess I just have to go to Massachusetts now. You put it that way. I'm really tired.
I understand. But, are you not cheered up by the fact that you don't have to be there for the very long?
Yeah.
Did I help?
Yeah.
Yay! Sometimes all it takes is a little bit of perspective. It's not good? What are you talking about? Why does he say that like he's about to lose? Unless that's foreshadowing. Thought I was a snow Mexican?
I miss retail, man.
What the hell is a snow Mexican?
A Mexican in the snow.
I mean, it sounds like a slur, but like, I don't even know what kind of slur that is. Oh, Canadian. Hell no. That's funny, though. Oh my god. That is really funny, actually. I'm actually a masshole. I swear, every single part of the world has, like, some kind of slur against it. Even states.
Yeah, goddamn Virginians.
Spirit Sword! Please die, Boo. I think I won. Hell yeah! Snow Mexican might be the funniest thing I've ever heard, though. It makes sense.
You're stupid.
Because Mexico is right beneath the U.S. Canada is right above the U.S. Snow Mexican? It makes perfect sense.
Cow, stop talking.
Why? Do I need to explain to you the logistics of Snow Mexicans?
No, you really don't.
No, I've never heard it. Wow. That's funny. But that's enough about slurs. I don't want to alienate anybody here.
Yeah, cow.
Snow Mexican isn't even offensive, though.
Is it?
No.
Even
I can't see why anybody would be offended by it.
squints.
What are they trying to pull?
I can't type. I'm so tired. How do you type? I can't type.
You just, you know, when you finish the story mode.
You freed all the fighters I've worked.
Can you only use the Dragon Balls at the very end?
What?
Oh yeah, no,
Ow.
I know. But what?
Hi.
Hi. Why can't I use Super Saiyan 3?
IDK Film Squad instead.
Oh, I don't have it equipped. Stupid me.
Excuse me, that was unladylike.
No, I don't care. Ooh, Kaiba boy. Do you have the heart of the cards? Hold on, let me look up how to unlock instant transmission Kamehameha. Unlock instant transmission Kamehameha Budokai 3. No, not how to do it, how to unlock it. Okay, how to unlock warp Kamehameha Budokai 3. I don't want to keep you guys out of the loop.
Cheat.
So we're gonna go through this question together.
You're a cheater.
Okay. No, I want to look up how to where you get it from. No. Does anybody know how to get it? Because this is, what? Okay. Budokai 3 Unlock Skills Guide. Thank you. Capsule list. Warp. Kamehameha. Okay. Find in Goku's Dragon Universe Plains area near the Cell games during the Android Saga. What? Can I not get it now? Guess we'll find out. Hiya! No anti-Semitic jokes. No anti-Semitic jokes. Not on my channel, man. I'm a shit poster too, but I know you don't mean it, obviously, but seriously.
Don't trigger anybody else.
Yeah. It's not 4chan. Don't get me wrong, I like a good offensive joke too, but like, on this channel there's a line. Unfortunately.
Cal, can I put you as a reference person on my application?
Yeah.
Hype me up, fam squad.
I'm meme cyst. Yeah.
Just kidding.
Well, unfortunately, I have to be a little bit meme cyst on this channel. 90% of memes fly here. Where are the planes? Is there really nowhere else I can get it from? Come on, man! She. No, I don't want to go there.
I have. Okay, why not?
What?
I didn't realize that I had to like put my gender on this application. It's like you have to apply your gender, and I'm like, yeah, stop oppressing me, man.
Okay, Super Hitler. It's a little bit different though, because Snow Mexicans is not inherently offensive. It says nothing rude about Canadians or Mexicans, so it flies. But anti-Semitic jokes, no. Not here, unfortunately.
Not on my watch.
Not on my channel! There's a surprising amount of shitlords in the Dragon Ball community, though, which I've noticed. Which is pretty fucking great. But there's a reason most of you aren't YouTubers. Unfortunately, as much of an advocate for free speech as I am, there are certain things you just can't say on YouTube.
There is a line that needs to be drawn when it comes to that.
Yeah, to like... When it comes to YouTube and content creating, it's just...
There needs to be a line.
Yeah.
There
Not just for my sake, but for the sake of content creators in general. And for your audience, because you don't want to alienate any of them. And it's not just for the sake of views either. You want to have a channel where people can at least feel comfortable.
My back hurts.
Because, you know, you watch Dragon Ball to get away from all of that shit. Yeah. God damn it! Where is this thing? Give me Warp Kamehameha.
That's not the nicest way to ask Cal.
This game just loves cucking me. Cuckoo! This is a Super Cuck 3.
Who reads the terms of use? Nobody. Nobody reads the term of use.
I can't get it anymore. That's so gay.
You're gay.
It's okay to be gay, though.
I didn't say it wasn't okay.
Vegeta, come here quick.
Well, the Earth is gone.
Yo, there's a video about a questionnaire. Oh, hell yeah.
We appreciate your valuable time.
Oh. I know how to fill out a fucking questionnaire.
I agree, Kakarot. Spoken like a true Saiyan.
I have 10 minutes? Yo, this is like a test. Hot. Wait, why do I why do I have to do division? That's 5, right? Yeah. Box and hold 4 books. How many 5? Shit.
But, see, how many times has it been?
My point is, perhaps it's time you let the Earth fend for itself. Let's start preparing a spirit bomb.
That's your big idea? A spirit bomb? But gathering the energy bit by bit like that, even from the entire planet...
Except we're not going to gather it bit by bit. We're going to make the people of Earth give us everything they've got.
I see what you mean. Okay, Vegeta, you've convinced me. Let's do it. If this doesn't...
Oh, spirit bomb. Nice. Alright. Let's... Shit. Wait a minute, what? Okay, alright.
What the hell? Cal, it's 50% of 200.
Oh shit. Zank is ignoring me.
Cal!
Huh?
What's 15% of 200?
15% of 200 is... hold on. 30.
Thanks, you're gonna help me cheat on this questionnaire.
Oh.
Yo, why does this require math? What the hell?
Share your energy with me!
My volume is on, it's freaking me out because I just hear an echo, like I'll hear you laugh and then I hear your delayed laugh by like 2 seconds and it throws me off.
Isn't it great?
It throws me off.
Oh fuck. Ready, set, go! Yeah, I've noticed that actually. That's the argument I make as to why the Spirit Bomb worked on Kid Buu, actually. Yeah, but in the manga they do mention that everybody who contributed their energy was weaker. Or like completely drained. But I think Genki works differently. So that's why Gohan was able to contribute.
Share your energy with me!
What?! That was weird as shit. Fuck!
Are you okay, Cal?
Yeah, I just D'd. Yeah?
It isn't over yet.
It isn't over yet.
It isn't over yet.
When she serenades you with Xenoverse 2 memes.
What?
Yo!
Yo.
Fuck!
Watch your mouth.
Hey,
What?
my free speech.
Watch your mouth.
Super Doragon Avoru. Yes! Why does he have so much more health than me? Oh, probably because he took it all out of me. Okay, that's fine. Makes sense. Another Dragon Fist!
Share your energy with me. Spirit box meeting.
Fuck off. Dragon Fire. What? Why is he so strong? Bullshit. You didn't even dodge that.
Watch your mouth, boy.
No!
You're gonna catch these tiny hands.
Fuck your hands.
Oh no! That was right in my ear. It scared me. What's wrong with you, Cal?
Revenge cuckball. Oh my god.
I wanna kick you, Cal.
This game doesn't even let you quit.
Don't be a quitter.
It wants you to die.
I wanna die.
No.
What? Stretch.
I give up. I lose.
Continue? No.
Why not?
'Cause.
You're gonna catch these hands, Kel.
Will I, though?
Yeah.
Will I, though?
Yeah.
If we lose here, the universe is finished. Ready, set, go!
Oh no! Please let me use Vegito game.
Take this!
I have no skills. Yeah, she did just re. Re? Come on! I like how I'm doing better despite not having any skills. Just so you know, Heavenly is a certified shitlord too.
What?
Isn't that right?
Oh, that's like right in my ear. That sent chills down my spine.
I'm always in your ear.
Stop him.
It isn't over yet!
It isn't over yet!
It isn't over yet.
Ah, shit. Okay, let's try this.
I'm whispering right in your ear.
Cal, stop!
Whisper, whisper. Buzz, 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 buzz.
Cal, ASMR.
Buzz.
If we lose here, the universe is finished.
Are you in the Majin Buu saga, boy?
Yep. I'm almost done with the Majin Buu saga.
I think this is a Dragon Ball game that I played when I was younger. Because this looks really familiar. Because I played a Dragon Ball game when I was really, really little, but I can't remember what it was.
Spirit the bomb!
Share your energy with me!
Oh my god, of course.
I give up. I lose.
Please work this time. Yes. Yes! Please work again! Oh, fuck you.
Watch your mouth.
No!
Hey! I'm gonna beat you up.
How?
I'm gonna kick you and I'm gonna punch you
Where?
on your face with my fist.
But then my face is gonna look nasty.
And your arm. I'll punch your arm.
But then my arm is gonna look nasty.
How?
Come on! There we go. Yes!
Lend me your energy.
Nasty! Kaioken wins!
Gecko.
Come on, Giku. Holy shit, Kid Buu!
Kid Buu is kicking your shit in. Come on, Cal.
Yeah, it's Peter Kalamas Goku. Guys, I have 0 HP. The Spirit Bomb... Yes! I won! I won! I won! I won! That was the most desperate Spirit Bomb of my life! Holy shit! Yes! Kaioken! Cause fuck you! Haha, I beat him.
Good
Somehow.
job.
The quick recoveries, hyper modes, finished by ultimate, no guard. Yeesh.
Yeah, yeet.
I should probably add more attack. Huh.
Alright! Now I should be able to defeat Boo! Get clear, Vegeta!
I'm calling the police to watch you mercilessly beat the shit out of a kid for 10 minutes. Yeah, that's fair.
Nice one, Hercule! You really are the champion of the world, of the universe even!
1 HP speedrun. What happened to GT in this game, though? Fuck out of here, Baba.
Be nice.
No.
Why are you being mean? Who hurt you, Cal?
No.
Who hurt you?
Oh no. Why did they make this game so hard?
You tell me.
We did it! Z is over!
Really?
So I guess I can't skip these? Alright, well I think I'm gonna end the stream here actually. This is a good spot to end it. So, thanks to everybody who tuned in. The very next time that I stream we'll be doing GT or maybe repeating the same. I'm pretty sure that to get Super Saiyan 4 without what's it fucking called? Without breakthrough, you have to do some GT missions on the side. So, thanks to everybody who tuned in. It was a good time, and see you guys later. The stream is now at 2 hours. Woo!